And welcome back to the Engage A podcast. Here to talk about Ole Miss. Sorry that I haven't uploaded in a little bit. Feeling a little bit under the weather, allergies, all the cottonwood flying around. But, it's back to grinding season, baby. We're going to try to get at least 4 done in a week. If I can get more, that would be great. Get less, y'all are going to have to come after me. All right, Ole Miss. Watch their spring game tape. Looked at the recruiting class. Look at a bunch of these guys. Chop right into it, man. Let's get to talking. My thoughts on the spring game. I wrote this down, and this is what I'm going to start doing. Offense should be really good both in the running game and the passing game. I thought the O-line was pretty good with the run blocking. The pass blocking was good. Except on play action passes, they allowed a lot of the not interior. Well, I don't know. There was a lot of the times tackles. It just looks like there was some miscommunication on the line there for the Rebels. I thought the ends and they get people blitzing off the edge had really good speed. Joshua Harris is a guy that I really like, as you can see right here. I mean, he's 6'4", 325, a senior with an extra year of eligibility due to COVID. He's a stud. Sorry about that. I'm still not feeling the greatest. I believe Jackson Dart's going to be the starter. So there's Jackson Dart, who started last year. He transferred from USC in the last transfer, not this last transfer cycle, but the transfer cycle before that. And then they got 2 new transfers, and Walker Howard, who is a freshman that's not going to play at LSU because Jaden Daniels is staying for another year. And then there's Nussmeier, who's going to be the future of that team. And Walker Howard's just really not in the timeline for that. And then Spencer Sanders, who played at Oklahoma, he was a starter for at least multiple years. Oklahoma State started out the season really good last year. I thought they were going to be a team that could be in college football playoffs conversations, around when they were 6-0 or 6-1. And then they ended up finishing the season 7-5 after that. I think the loss to Kansas State really shook up the momentum of that team. But yeah, I think Dart's the starter and Howard's the future. It sucks for Spencer Sanders because I think he only has 1 year of eligibility left. And then if he's going to, I don't know, people are saying he's going to transfer out. We'll see what happens. I think the receiving core is very good on this team, and especially now that they're adding Zachary Franklin, who we'll talk about when we get into the recruiting class and transfer portal. I think he's pretty good. I think the secondary is physical, but occasionally get burned. It's just going to happen in the SEC in general, especially teams like Tennessee, LSU, Alabama, those types of teams. And then I think they're going to be pretty solid in the SEC. All right, let's get into their roster. So like I said, number 0, Joshua Harris. He's a very, very dominating presence in the middle. I think he's going to be very good against SEC offensive linemen on the interior, and he's going to be able to take down running backs. Their spring game was thud, so there's a couple times where people went to the floor because of big hits, but for the most, there wasn't much contact. So and tackling is a big aspect in games. Just go turn on some Kenneth Walker tape, and you'll see why tackling is a big thing. Michael Trigg. This tight end, he's going to have he's poised for a very big year. Very, very good receiving tight end. I didn't see him too much in blocking situations, but he's going to be a stud. Isham Young, safety, senior, he's definitely going to play. I didn't really notice him pop too much on tape in the spring game. Jackson Dart, like I said, going to be the starter. I think he's really good. And then number 2, Cedric Johnson. He's pretty good. Yeah, the edge was really solid in this game, in the spring game. Especially when they were sending blitzers. Number 3, Spencer Sanders. Feel bad for the kid, but not much you can do about it. Number 4, Quinshon Judkins. This kid was a really good running back last year. His freshman year. They had a 5-star running back, Zach Evans, transfer last year, who ended up getting drafted. I don't know which round in. But this kid was the running back 1 last year, and Zach Evans is a stud. There's another running back that we'll get into that I think is going to be a great running back too. This team's pretty good with running backs. I got a couple guys that I actually really like. John Sanders Jr. is a pretty solid guy in coverage. He's going to probably be the leader of that secondary for Ole Miss. Then you got Zamari Walton, cornerback. He played on the outside in this game. He's pretty solid. Number 7, Walker Howard. Like I said, this kid's the future. He's a redshirt freshman. Jackson Dart, he's a junior. Jackson Dart goes to the draft. Walker Howard's up next. And if Jackson Dart stays, Walker Howard could probably be very successful somewhere else. DeAndre Prince, this kid didn't play. Monty Montgomery stuck out on tape a lot in this game. He's going to be a solid linebacker for him. Not see Trey Harris out there. Jamera Jean Baptiste, he transferred in from UCF that we'll get into. Jordan Watkins, this kid had a pretty big day. Like I said, this receiving core is going to be very special. Very, very special. Number 12, Jacavian Brown. He was a very good guy off the edge. He's going to be definitely in the mix, contributing somewhere this season. I didn't see really any of these guys. Number 15, J.J. Henry. Very solid receiver. He was running with the Navy team. I don't know if Ole Miss did the 1s and 2s things like some of these other teams have done in their spring games. But this kid, he's going to be very solid out of the slot. Very good. He's going to be able to get to that second level very easily in the receiving core. He's going to be a gadget guy. Let's see what he does. Jared Ivey, saw a little bit of him. He's a bigger edge. He's definitely going to be in the mix. Did not see Brandon Waterman or David Winter. I did not see. Yep. All right. Kari Coleman was a solid guy at linebacker. Ulysses Bentley, the 4th. This kid, man. Oh. So he's a transfer from SMU. I think in the last cycle, according to what I'm reading. Sorry. But this kid, he's got blazing speed. This kid, ooh. I don't know, man. Quinshon Judkins is a very solid all-around running back, but he's going to be a nice receiving back for sure. And, if he's able to get into open space, very good at running the ball. Number 27, Jalen Knox. I'm just going to be naming guys that I saw in the spring game that I can give you a good opinion on. Listed as a wide receiver. He's been hurt a lot his career. He didn't get to play in the spring game last game. Didn't get to play any all last year. Pretty solid. I think he had 1 or 2 touchdown catches too. Pretty good. Fred McAfee. If one of the running backs goes down, I think this is the guy that steps up. He's pretty solid, man. Pretty solid. Sorry. I am looking for guys. Matt Jones is another running back that I got to see. Played pretty solid. Caden Costa, I believe he's probably going to be the kicker. I'd hope. Yeah. All right. And then we'll just get to the 80s. I could talk about offense and defense alignment as a collective, but they're not very noticeable to me just because, when I played, I was a receiver in corner. I practiced at corner, but I actually only would ever play a receiver. So these are the guys more that I notice. I'm not a very good offense or defense alignment expert. I pay mainly attention to skills and secondary. Linebackers too, but linemen, I could talk about them as a collective, and there's a guy that stands out, like example, Joshua Harris. I'll be able to talk about him. But, offensive line's one of those things where it's got to be strong as a collective, because if one goes down, all of it goes down. So, yeah. Larry Simmons, freshman, he actually got in there for a little bit. He made some nice plays. Caden Pearson, this kid's actually, so Brady Pearson, his brother, plays on Rochester Adams. He's in the 2024 class, so he's going to be a senior next year. I don't know where he's committed, but he's got offers from Bama and a bunch of big schools. So, and then this kid just transferred from Memphis. Is there anyone else that I need to really talk about? Or could we... Yeah, I think it's time to move on. So, the recruiting class, they're number 19 overall class, according to 24/7, 28 take the composite, and then number 5 transfer class. Just going to name all their recruits, star rating, what they rank nationally, or or actually what they ranked at the position group. So we have Braxton Myers from Coppell, Texas. Safety, 6'1", 185, 4-star. Number 17th in the country at his position. Bryson Sanders from Baylor School, Chattanooga, Tennessee, 6'5", 280, 4-star. 24th as an interior offensive lineman. Ahmad Brown, safety, 6'1", 195, 42nd in his position, 4-star. Caden Lee, who I don't know if he got in there or not, to be honest. 3-star, 64th as position as a wide receiver, 5'11", 175. And then Javante Connor from East Forsyth, Kernersville, North Carolina, tight end, 6'4", 230. 3-star, number 32 tight end in the country. And then guys that signed their letter of intent that are going to be playing for them this upcoming fall camp and everything like that. Sorry if I mispronounce any of these names, just giving it fair warning. Son of Trey Perkins from Raleigh, Missouri. Linebacker, 6'3", 205, 5-star, number 1 player in the country at his position. Aiden Williams out of Ridgeland, Missouri. Wide receiver, 6'3", 195, 4-star, 16th wide receiver in the nation. Kedrick Rescano, New Candy, Texas, running back, 5'11", 190, 4-star, number 8 running back in the country. Jamarius Brown, edge, 6'3", 250, 4-star, out of... I already said what he was out of. Sorry, I meant 30th out of his the country. Chamberlain Campbell out of Lakewood, St. Petersburg, Florida. Edge, 6'5", and a half, 210, 3-star, 59th in his position. In the country, DJ Holmes from... Now you're going to try to pronounce that. Edge, 6'3", 230, 3-star, 66 in this 66 edge in the country. Mana Taimani out of Diablo Valley College, Pleasant Hill, Georgia. Offensive tackle, 6'4" and a half, 3-star, 8th offensive tackle in the country. Is this country or? Okay, so it is country. Cool. I'm not just like actually giving false information. All right, dope. Oh, is this their 2024 class? No, okay, all right. Sorry. It's been a long day. Daniel Demiri, safety, 5'11", 195, 3-star, 65th safety, or 65th safety in the country. Ethan Fields, interior offensive lineman, 6'3", 320, 3-star, 84th interior offensive lineman in the country. And then Skylar Main, linebacker, 6'2", 205, 3-star, 104th linebacker in the country. And then now for some noticeable transfers. Sakari Franklin, he's going to be stud to add for this already really good receiving core. Frank Harrison, Sakari Franklin had a phenomenal connection at UTSA over the past 2 seasons, and he's going to bring that special ability over to Oxford. Oh, crap. Did I say Missouri? It might be Mississippi. I'm not sure. Oh, well. Hey, you're still listening. Monty Montgomery was a guy that played a lot in the spring game. He transferred from Louisville. Walker Howard. Oh, Chris Marshall. So I guess was he not labeled on the spring roster, or did I just like completely skip over him? Nah, he's not on the spring roster. Oh, is he off the team? I don't know. He's had a lot of issues. Chris Marshall, I made a video about him. I was going to do a transfer a day series by looking at film either from high school or from college. 5-star out of Texas A&M, or committed to the Texas A&M in that insane recruiting class. Had a lot of off-the-field issues. Very talented player. Played awesome in the spring game, but I don't know what's next for him. John Sanders. He's a corner that's, I think, got pretty good promise for this team. Transferred from Miami, Ohio. Joshua Harris, that stud that I was talking about. He's from NC State. He's transferring over. And then Jeremiah Jean-Baptiste from UCF to Ole Miss. All right. Guys, they're returning. So Jackson Dart, their starting quarterback last year. He's coming back again. Luke Altmaier playing for Purdue. So they lose Zach Evans, but this Ulysses Bentley, the fourth kid, he's going to be special. They lose Malik Heath. They lose Jonathan Mingo. I think they both got drafted. Jordan Watkins is back. Dayton Wade is back. Michael Trigg is back. Yeah, a lot of these guys are returning. And then let's take a look at the schedule to end it off. So they play Saturday, September 2nd at home against Mercer. Should be a dub. Saturday, September 9th at Tulane. That'll probably be a pretty good game if Tulane returns a lot of the production that they got from their guys last year. I know they're not going to have Tajay Spears. But, what's the quarterback's name? I think it's Pratt or Pittman. It's one of the two. I know he's returning. Saturday, September 16th, they play Georgia Tech. Saturday, September 23rd, they play Alabama. Ooh, that's a tough game to start conference play. And then September 30th, they're at home against LSU. October 7th, they're at home against Arkansas. 21st, they're at Auburn. 28th, home versus Vanderbilt. 4th of November, they're playing Texas A&M. The November 11th, they're playing Georgia. November 18th, they get their cupcake against UL Monroe. And then November 23rd, Thanksgiving, they play, the Egg Bowl against Mississippi State. I don't know, man. This team's going to be pretty good. There's not much else to say about that. Hope you all have a great rest of your day.